Hi guys and girls, your anime crazies, Stargirlnice here. Welcome back to my channel where I review and react to different kinds of anime I can get my cheeky little hands on. Here we are with another video today. I do hope you enjoy. This video is just a review about the episode we've watched today. If you'd like to see the full reaction, click on the link down below. I hope you enjoy and I'll see you guys there. Ciao for now. So the exams have begun. Wow. So, the written exam, of course we understand, is going to go by so quick. And I love the fact we had a written exam of 3 days expanding. And the lead up to it, you can picture it as an high school now. Because it's not just a hero school where they go to train to become heroes. They are high school students. And they've got to have other basic skills, you know, maths and English and all that. So I do like the fact that that has been put in there. It makes it feel more realistic of a high school setting, which is absolutely brilliant. And I love the fact, just before the written exams, as they're studying, you see the ranks of each class member, how well they're doing with their written work. Oh my goodness. And yes, Midoriya, Ida and Todoroki all in the top 5. I love it. And I was so shocked because I know Todoroki's a smart dude. I really was shocked that he was 5 and Midoriya was 4. I really thought it would be the other way around. Don't get me wrong, I know Midoriya is a super bloody genius. But no, it's still good that way. I was just didn't expect that. And Momo is one. Of course, she's number 1. She's a fabulous girl. And I love the fact everyone's like, oh, can you give me some pointers and all that? And she's like, oh, I can teach them things. She was just so excited. And she wasn't bragging how smart she was or anything. She's just too innocent. And I love that. Too innocent to realise, you know, how smart she is and how that comes across, as well as how rich she is. She's like, my family usually has this kind of tea, but we can get this tea if you want. Okay. Wow, you feel a little out of place with her, but she's adorable. You can't get over how innocent she is, and she doesn't even realise it. And so, written exams done, which was brilliant. And then we get the practical. And I love how Racer's like, keep in mind, there's not just written exams, there's practical as well. So keep that in mind. So he's given them the heads up and everything and how the exam's going to go. And, I love the fact that they're trying to figure out what the practical exams were. And then we had that pain show up. Motara, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't like him. He's a twisted individual whose jealousy sees no bounds. I mean, I can't get over him. I just thank God for Kendo. She can keep him in line. Thank goodness for her. But really, I would love to see her here in Class 1A. She is a really cool character, and I'd love to see more of her. But Midoriya, right, she is the big sister of their class. Even though she told them that's all about robots, I'm thinking that's just too easy. When I first saw this, it was just too easy. So that's why we found out why the teachers decided to do something different for the exams. And I thought that was brilliant because they didn't go long-winded about it. So we got an insight of why this has changed, and also kind of just carries on with the story, which is brilliant. That's right. That's a fair point. With all the villains attacks going on, there's only so much robots can do. Because robots don't think of how someone will go after them. It's just scenarios. So if you actually have a physical person who's got a mind of their own, you have the unpredictabilities happen. And that's a good thing because it gets people to think on their toes, which is brilliant. So I'm glad that was what they decided to use and how they explained it. Absolutely brilliant. And we've got 10 battles of the whole exam. So we've got pairs of 2. And I do love the fact that Eraserhead explained, at least for our first 2 pairs, why he was doing it. I wish it was explained for all the other pairs why they were all paired up, but I think we saw that with the first battle, and we understood why then. But I love the fact that Eraserhead paired up Bakugo and Midoriya because it was based on relationship. Because he was saying, I'm basing all these pairings on certain aspects. And he observes everything All Might, so you have to be really careful. I love the fact that he realised that All Might has a soft spot for Midoriya. And we all know why. And Bakugo's ego and how he is with Midoriya. Because Bakugo is getting frustrated and he's letting his ego take over. That he needs a serious kick up the arse because of this ego. He's always seen Midoriya as someone way weaker than him, quirkless. And he feels like Midoriya could not do anything, so he just puts him down because of it, because he thinks he's way better. Everyone's always giving him praise because of it, and it's frustrating to see that he lets the ego take over him. And he takes it out on Midoriya for most of their childhood. But he feels threatened now that Midoriya is getting way better. Because as he mentioned with Midoriya's quirk, he's had training. He's not going to... That frustrates me that Bakugo thinks that Midoriya's going to say the same. He's not. Midoriya's not the type of person to sit on his butt and twiddle his thumbs. He's going to get out there and help himself improve. And he did that before he even had a quirk. He was improving his mindset of how to be a good hero. Making good strategies within his head. Writing down what weaknesses and strengths he can have if certain heroes he comes by. And it's just... It does frustrate me that Bakugo thinks that he's always going to be perfect and no one can do better than him. So... he needs this. He needs this battle. And I just wish he would put his ego aside and strategize with Midoriya for them to improve their chances against All Might. And speaking of the battles, we had our first battle, and I knew that was going to end really badly right from the start when Kirishima said, let's go for the high score. No, they didn't listen to what the principal said. It's decision making. Rather, you try to capture the villain or run away. And there's no problem in running away, because what happens if you meet a villain that can outclass your quirk? And fabulous example, Cementos. They can't punch their way through this. He's literally cement. Cementos, duh. He can control the concrete jungle. There's only so much they can use physical strength against, that he's got unlimited source of materials. And Midoriya's right. It was going to go bad. Their choice, in my opinion, was to run. Run and get help. Because if that was a villain, you'd be screwed. And that's why they failed that's why they failed their exam. It's great. It's great to see this, because you get an inside look of how the school is run and how they score points and stuff like that. So it's fascinating to see, and you kind of get Midoriya's insight of how he feels that he's already figured it out. And he's explained it not just to his friend Uraraka there, but to us, the audience. So, I mean, I think most of us could have figured it out right from the start anyway, because the principal basically spelled it out for everyone. yes, it's cool if you could capture the villain, but you've got to think of this logically. And I'm a very logical person. So that's why I was like banging my head against the wall with those two, going, no, no, don't battle Samantha. It's like, you stupid. But that's what I think. That's what I believe. But I like it. It's a good introduction of how the exams are going to go and how we're going to see everyone's strengths and weaknesses and how they are all going to build their character. Because I think all these exams are character building. Like, we'll see the weaknesses, we'll see the strengths, and we'll see, okay, so this is what they've gone through, and now they realise this is what they'll have to do for each character. I love this. So exam arcs is really good character building, in my opinion, and I can't wait to watch them all and see how everyone gets on with their character. So that's it. I mean, the visuals are really good. I do like when we got to see who was battling who, and it was kind of like a video game. Because the background, you got battle one versus a little fire poofing out here and there, and I like that. That was quite... Oh, I loved it. It was very cool. And when we found out who was... Oh, goodness. In the written exam, who was ranked, and you saw a little bubble of 1 out of 20 and all this. It was brilliant. Just made you laugh. Because for one, it helps us, the audience, know who's where. And two, it's quite humorous to find out who is. Oh. But I don't know, I really enjoyed that. So I like all the little things here and there. And we got a good introduction to the exams. So Battle 2 is on the next episode, and I can't wait to watch that. Well, that's it. That's all I can say about this episode. If you've got a favourite battle of the exam arc, leave it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Ciao for now, everyone.